Hello everyone. We have one last homework problem that I wanted to go through with Chapter 8, and that is in regard to fixed overhead variances. So basically what we have here is we have a company that makes watches. For the particular year, their expected fixed overhead costs are $648,000. And the company uses direct labor hours to allocate fixed overhead. So this is something that's unique to fixed overhead. Our static and our static and our flex budget is the same. In this case, $648,000 a year, which works out to $54,000 per month. That's $648,000 divided by 12. Will give you $54,000 per month. That's the budget. All right, but we will allocate based on the number of watches we're making. So very, very unique in that situation. All right, so the company uses direct labor hours to allocate to fixed overhead to the WIP account. 21,600 hours are expected for the year for an expected output of 540,000 units. An equal number of units are budgeted for each month. During October, 48,000 watches were produced and $52,000 was spent on fixed overhead. So the first requirement of this chapter, of this problem, is to calculate the fixed overhead rate. So this was at the beginning of the year before any actual activity took place. And we said that we were going to spend our budget, $648,000 on fixed overhead, and we were going to spend the expectation, the budget, 21,600 hours making these watches. If you take the $648,000 divided by 21,600, you get $30 per hour is the predetermined, before the year even starts, based on budgets, predetermined overhead rate, 30 bucks. And now we got to calculate our spending variance and our production volume variance. Okay, well, first, the easy part, the spending variance. That's the difference between the actual and the budget. All right, and so the actual, it was stated here, $52,000 during October was spent. And if you recall, the budget is $648,000 divided by 12, or $54,000. So the budget per month is $54,000. We spent $52,000. We were $2,000 favorable spending variance. The difference between the 54, which was the budget, and 52 was the actual. Now the production volume variance, and that's where we compare the budget, the monthly budget of 54,000, and what we actually allocated to the WIP account for the month of October. So the allocation is going to be based on this level of activity. So for the year, if we're anticipating spending 21,600 labor hours to make 540,000 watches, if you do the math, 21,600 divided by 540,000, that works out to 0.04 hours. Almost nothing, right? 0.04 hours per watch. And during October, 48,000 watches were produced. So if I take 0.04 times 48,000 times my hourly rate of $30, you get $57,600. And when we so that's the amount we allocated to the WIP account, $57,600. But remember, the budget for the month was $54,000. That is a $3,600 variance. Also favorable in this case. Okay, so we have, with fixed overhead, we have to figure out a spending variance and also what's known as a production volume variance.